I told you about so-called vocal ear that is based on resonance and bodily sensations, as appoggio sensations. In reality, your voice is truly developing only on stage and not in studios. That means that no matter how well you're trained, you need to have a taste of a stage. And not only the small stage, not university stage, but big stage, real opera stage. For that, you may enroll to do some secondary, coprimaria roles or secondary roles, just to feel the acoustics of the big stage, I would say. The best teacher is live, and the best teacher of an opera singer is a stage. Different stages causes different feedbacks, and feedback is our external sound check. Even professional singers like Domingo use the hand trick to hear themselves better in studios. But how do we adjust in theaters when such a trick cannot be used? And if you plug your ears like this, or with solid earphones like I showed you, your mind will hear mostly your inner sounds, and it will help you to concentrate on vocal ear sensations. Let's use Celeste Aida as a phrase. Record it first normally and then with plugged ears. Let's compare these two sounds of two different recordings. Of course, I cannot hear how I sound at all when I'm plugged in, so the recording will be the only proof of what I'm doing. Even tighter. When you put your earphones on, the sensations that you're singing in the worst, acoustically worst theater in the world, because that gives you that experience. And if you're familiar with this and this, you, in bad times when you don't hear yourself very well, you will rely on your inner ear, definitely. Even, let's say, what we're going to do, if you put in your fingers, totally blocked it, that you don't almost hear it. You know, that is boosting your resonance. That's where you, in fact, when you're singing in a studio, and you may use this. A studio doesn't matter, because that's a recording. But in theater, you cannot use this to boost your resonance, or at least to boost the illusion of the resonance. That will help you to sing without stressing your voice, without stressing your mind. It's very important. So what stresses your mind basically is when you come out in a new environment, when you don't have much experience, is a totally different voice you hear as a feedback. That confuses you. That makes you do some weird things. Sometimes pushing, sometimes not pushing, sometimes supporting, sometimes not supporting. It pushes you to look for new things also. Because in this particular theater you don't feel like your voice appreciated by the acoustics. So if you got used to smaller theaters, your voice was filling up whole, and then you come to the big theater and you feel like, oh, you're small. It's not necessarily so. All the big theaters, huge theaters, make you feel small in a way, so don't worry about it. But what is important in your inner sensation, that you memorize and you become familiar with inner sensations. So let's try the most extreme. Again, without ear plug. Dramatic plug-in, or you can plug in with very tight, sleepy plugs. In this specific, I don't hear my voice. I hear it, but I don't hear the timbre, the color. I don't hear chiaroscuro. I don't hear anything that resembles my voice when I do this. But that makes me concentrate on the inner feelings of my voice, inner sensations, because outer sensations are very strong. We hear our voice, even in a bad acoustic, we still hear our voice. It's not, it may be so pleasant for us to hear much smaller voice than in a different environment, but we still hear it. But when you totally plug it, of course you hear something, but it's totally different voice. It's something that actually urges you to pay attention on your support and on your resonance. So you know your resonance from sensations, not from the sound. If the plugged ear sound is equal or very close to just a normal sound, it means that you have a good vocal ear. The vocal sensations are more subjective to the external world, but what is subjective to the world is strangely objective, or at least very consistent to us individually. It doesn't depend on external acoustic feedback. So you see this little controversies. What is objective for you? And in this sense, I'm using objective, not in the sense of the object and subject. I'm using objective, what is more consistent for you? Let's say, if you plug your ear and you sing in a small church with grandissimo acoustico, like, you just utter something and then just, you don't need a mic there. If you sing that way, with your earplugs, you will have the same sensation as if you were singing on the Metropolitan Opera House, which holds 4,000 people, without mic, right? It will be the same sensation in a small church. So that means that your inner sensations are consistent. You just don't know them because you never studied them, you never paid attention to them. Or at least you try to pay attention, but you don't know what to pay attention to. It's very important because when you have dominating sound, normal sound, then vocal sensation is suppressed. And so you have to really be very good at meditation in order to look at this, at what you're doing from the inner perspective. That's why this exercise takes off the external, almost takes it off, 95%. And since you don't have an external, you have only one choice: to see and hear internal movement. That exercise is going to develop your vocal ear. Here's the trick. Sing a line from your favorite aria and record it. Sing a line. Let's say Caro mio ben. Celeste Aida, maybe it's too difficult for you. Let's do Caro mio ben. Then, without wasting too much time, put your plugs and then take it off and sing it again. Usually, when you take off your earplugs or earphones, your sensations should give you much better result in this case.